I just got back from Michael's. I'm in my comfy suit, so that means we're doing another craft time with Jenna today. We're doing craft time with Jenna today. For craft time with Jenna today, we are gonna be creating a crochet top. I personally have never crocheted before, so this is my first time. I got this recycled yarn here that is so soft. This is honestly the softest yarn I've ever felt, and it's made from recycled plastic. 100% recycled polyester. I don't know how I found this, but I'm pretty stoked. It came in this beautiful blue color. I ended up getting 2 of them. I'm hoping that's enough because I'm gonna be making a crop top. So don't think I need that much, but you know, gotta be on the side of caution. And I got a few crochet needles. So that's all my supplies. It's also a beautiful day outside, so I'm gonna be also crocheting outside today because it's gonna be like 25 degrees, and I've been really jealous because right outside my window, Benson has been sun tanning all week in the sun, and I've been sitting in my room here just working. So I really wanna join him today and go and just sit in the nice weather today and just crochet. I think it's gonna be a ball, so I didn't even realize I made that pun during that clip. That was so good. We can begin. I'll show you my inspiration for this top we're gonna create. So for our top, we are gonna be making a long, skinny rectangle because we're gonna be trying to make a tube top, and then we're just gonna add the straps at the end. So I want my top to be about 6 inches long, like this way, about 6 inches long. You can make it as long as you want, so that's how wide I'm gonna start my crochet. That's how wide my first little length is gonna be. I'll tell you how many stitches that ends up being, but I'm gonna try to do about 6 to 7 inches width. So I'm gonna teach you guys now how to start off your crochet with a slip knot and then the first chain. So let me bring you a little bit closer now. So before we start, I know my nails are gross. I've been biting them and they're just not having a good day. They're just not having a good hair day right now. So we'll just ignore them. So the first thing we are going to do is we're gonna make a slip knot. So how you do that is you cross it over like this. So you have a little loop like this. You go and you put your fingers through this loop and you grab the string here that is looped over the other string and pull it through. Once you have your slip knot, you can go ahead and put your crochet needle through it. You can tighten it just a little bit. You don't want it too tight. And then you can hold it like so. On this side, I like to loop it around and then put it over top, and then you're kind of set up. So what I'm going to do now is we're gonna make our first stitch. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your needle, you are gonna wrap it around the yarn on this side, like so. You're just gonna switch this yarn into the other hand, and then you are gonna pull it through. Just like that. That's all you're gonna do. And you're just gonna keep repeating that for the chain. So I'll show you guys one more time. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna loop it around like so. And then once it looks like that, you can go ahead and switch the string to the other side, and then you can just pull it through. Like that. So I actually have 32 stitches here now, and it's about 8 inches long. So I think that's gonna be my perfect length. So I'm gonna stop there, and I'm gonna teach you how to continue your crochet journey on making this beautiful, magnificent crop top. This crochet crop top that I'm making, or hopefully making. So now we're up close and personal again, and we're gonna be doing the next row. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our needle here, and you're gonna put it through the second loop here, and you are just gonna feed it through there. Once you have it through there, you're gonna go ahead and do a stitch, pull it through until you have 2 loops on here now. When you have 2 loops here, you're gonna go ahead and you are going to loop over again, and then you're actually gonna pull it through both. And then that's how you do that stitch. So we're just gonna keep repeating that. So we're gonna go over through this one, the loop over, and you're gonna just pull this through. So you have 2, do another loop, pull this through both of them, and bam, bam, turkey and chicken. This is what it should look like. So I finally finished the row. Look how cute my top is so far. I know, it's pretty pathetic so far, but now we're gonna finish the next row. So in order to do the next row, we do have to do 1 extra stitch in order for us to continue on to the next row. So let me bring you in a little closer, and I'll try to explain my magic to you guys. Welcome. We are at my desk now, where I'm gonna teach you guys how to do below average crochet stitches. That's what it's called, but this is what mine looks like so far. I think it looks pretty bomb.com. So I'm happy so far. So now what we're gonna do is, before we can go ahead and we can start continuing on the next row, we just have to do a chain stitch. So let's do that quickly. You just loop over, bring it up, bam, turkey and chicken, we're done. So as we look on the top here, we see all these beautiful V's that I created. So what we're gonna do is we're putting it through 2 strings this time. So I'm gonna go over to the next set right here, gonna put my needle through, I'm gonna loop it around, pull it through. Now we have 2 up here. We're gonna do the same thing, loop over, pull them through, and Bob's your uncle. There we go. That's what we're gonna do, and we're just gonna continue on that full thing for every single row of this magnificent top. I gotta say, this blue color is beautiful, or blue-tiful. That's kind of like a pun I just made up there. So excited to see this top. I don't have any blue tops that are this color, so that's why I chose this color, because I was like, hey, I actually don't have anything that's that color, and I really dig that color, as you can see. My mirror on the wall is that color. I really like it, so there's a little backstory on why I chose this color. But I'm just gonna keep going. I'm just gonna keep crocheting my heart away, so yeah, maybe I'm gonna go outside. Ooh, I'm gonna go outside. You guys wanna come outside with me? Let's go on a little vlogging, or not vlogging? So I ended up spending an hour outside. I listened to a nice podcast, and I ended up getting this much done. Yes, only this much done. Like, this much of my whole top. We're gonna be here for a while. We are gonna be here for a while. It's not gonna be done today, that's for sure. At least I have the whole weekend to do it, so this is gonna be a multi-day project. It's just like knitting. It's just as time consuming, but at least I'm enjoying it. And at least it's nice weather out, so I can knit, or not knit, crochet. Hopefully I don't start saying knit all the time now. Crochet outside and just enjoy the weather, because I really want to enjoy the weather outside. But I need to eat, so I'm gonna go buy a burrito and eat the burrito, and then we're gonna get back to the crocheting. So yeah, I'm gonna be back. I'll be back. This right here is the best burrito in the whole entire world. I will eat this every single day, every single meal for the rest of my life. I honestly would. That's how much I love it. It's so good. It's honestly so good. I'm done my burrito now. It was the bomb.com. I am so full now. I probably shouldn't have eaten that whole thing, but oh well. I am good to go now. So I am going to continue my crochet journey and just sit here for a few hours, probably watching YouTube, maybe more Modern Family, because I haven't finished Modern Family yet. So yeah, that's what my life looks like right now, and I just messed up because I tried to multitask. But see you guys in a bit. Bye. Hi Vincent, you want to come help me crochet? Come on, up, come on. You're so lazy. But don't get your hair on here, okay? Because it's really hard to get off. He's just gonna go to sleep like this. So it's day 2 now. We have this much done, and it's not really looking like a perfect rectangle. It's definitely more, you know, organic shape where it has some waves here. It's not a straight top or bottom. There's parts where I forgot to stitch, I guess, a stitch, so it got smaller, and then I added stitches because it was getting small. So yeah. It's gonna be quite the top when I'm done, so I'm just gonna continue on and see how much I can get. It seems like I'm over halfway, but I do think this top is gonna be so cute, even if it's a little wavy. I think that's gonna be okay. So here's to many more hours of crocheting and sitting outside in the beautiful weather, because again, it's a beautiful day today. So I know it was kind of hard to see the shape of it, so I just wanted to show you a close-up of what it's looking like. You can definitely tell I messed up here at the beginning, and then it was going good, and then it kind of got a little smaller, and then I'm trying to like fix it now. But yeah, this is what the top looks like. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna redo the beginning here, because I saw that you can go ahead and you can just add like a some yarn through here, and then you can cut this off, and then I could just start it from here. So then this is what it would look like without this, which it wouldn't be bad. So I might do that, I might not, I'm not really sure. I'm just gonna decide later. So I'm just gonna go outside and crochet for a bit, but I'm hoping one day that this crochet thing is easier. Definitely think sewing's still a lot easier, so I'm hoping one day that I'll be a pro crocheter like some of you, because I know some of you are absolutely amazing at it, and I'm jealous. I'm so jealous. So I'm just trying to get to that point. So I ended up crocheting on my deck for I think about 2 hours I was out there. It just flew by, and I ended up doing almost half of it. Like, look how much I have now. You can definitely notice which side I started on and which side I'm ending on, just because of that little part. And yes, it's still bugging me, so I think I'm gonna fix it just because I got so fast at it, and look how good that looks. It's actually straight on both sides. It looks consistent compared to down here. It's not as hot, but that will just be the back of the top, so we won't even see it. I think I'm gonna try to follow this tutorial I found on YouTube where you can just stitch in a piece of yarn and then tie it somehow, and then you can trim off the start here. So I think I'm gonna get rid of about that much, so it starts here. So I'm left with this much, so I have a little bit more to do, but I'm actually pretty fast at this now, so I don't think it's gonna add much more time because I'm getting close to being done just right now. So I ended up following the tutorial. It was pretty simple. It was a little scary because I did have to cut it, but it actually turned out really nice, and you can't even notice that I even cut half of it off. I just got home from my morning walk. It was amazing, and now I'm officially ready to finish this below average crochet top right here. What we have to do next is we have to make this into a tube top first. So I am going to stitch together both ends, and you can see it did shrink a little bit. It did shrink a little bit. I'll just stretch it out a little bit. It'll work. It'll work. We'll just put that on the side or something so you don't see it. My stitches did get a lot tighter, so that's why it shrunk, and I might have lost a few stitches. Who knows? So what I'm doing is I'm taking an embroidery needle. I am just threading some yarn through it that I just cut off, and then I tied a knot, and then I just threaded through the embroidery needle again, and I just started looping the string back and forth and attaching the two ends. I'm just taking the top two little loops on the end of the top there and going back and forth all the way to the very top of the top. It's pretty straightforward. It's pretty easy. And then for these dangling pieces of yarn, I just attached the embroidery needle, or threaded the embroidery needle. Yeah, that makes sense. I threaded the embroidery needle, and then I just kind of fed it through the top just to hide the extra yarn. I trimmed it, and then this is what it looked like after. So for the straps, originally I was gonna be lazy and I was just gonna braid two like spaghetti straps on it and then just call it a day. But I feel like I should go all the way and just do some nice thick straps on this tag just to make it that much nicer. I feel like it's just gonna make it that much nicer if I put some thick straps on there. So I went ahead, I tested it out, and look at that. Look how cute it looks with this thick strap. I love it. I'm gonna add another strap. I'm not leaving it like this, but I wanted to test it out and just see how it looked before I showed you guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna keep this strap. Gonna do one more, and then the top is finally done. So let me show you how I did it. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do is you need to feed through some yarn where you want the strap to start. Once you're done that, you're gonna go ahead and tie a knot. after that, you are just gonna do how many crochet stitches like we did for the whole top. You're gonna do, I did 5, so whatever you want. You can do 10, it doesn't matter how thick you want your strap to be. And then once you're done that, you just keep going back and forth until you make a strap. It's the same thing like where we made the top where it was a big rectangle, except this time we're just making a really long skinny rectangle. So yeah, it's pretty simple. Just the same thing you did for the top, you're doing for the strap. And then I left my yarn a bit long after I tied the knot just because I was gonna use that same piece just to attach it to the top. And then I fed it through my embroidery needle, and then I just did some loop-de-loops, you know, just going back and forth and looped it to the base of the top where I wanted it to be. And then that's how I attached the back of the strap. Is really easy. And then after, you know, you attached it, you just tuck your little strings in, or not strings, yarn, Jenna, yarn. You tuck your yarn in, and the top's actually done. It's pretty straightforward. It's pretty simple, you know, don't forget to trim it, but we're done. We're all done. So I'm done the top. I have it on. It's really, really cute. It's really cute, but don't be too harsh on me. Remember, this was my first time doing it, so it's a little lopsided. It's not perfect, but I still really like it. Here it is, guys. Here is my top. It's so cute. I love it. I'm so proud of myself that I tried crochet for the first time, and I pushed myself not to make a scarf, but to make a top I will actually wear. That's so exciting that I actually made this top, and I really love it. Like, it is so cute. I love this blue color. I'm pretty proud of myself. It's not perfect, it's far from perfect, but I gotta say, I think I did a pretty good job considering that this is my first time. Like, it's a little, you know, not very straight, it's a little more organic, the shape, but I'm just gonna say, you know, that was on purpose. Like, I wanted it to be a little, you know, not good, so that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me make this crochet top for the first time. And if you guys are going to try it out, please, you know, show me on Instagram. Show me that you can do a better job than me. Hopefully, next time I do this, it will be 100 times better, which I definitely think it is, just because by the time I was done this top, my crocheting was on point. It was getting really good. I gotta say, my crocheting was... it was getting pretty good. So if I just restarted after like a day of practicing, I definitely think this top would have been like pretty good. But other than that, that's it. So thank you so much for watching today's video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.